Alrighty there. Now we are 733 years in the future, and we have a much more consolidated map. Thought we would have a bigger HRE, but you know, what do you expect? For one, we do have a more unified Africa. I feel like normally it's not like this, but I guess that's what happens when everybody's uber aggressive and willing to take land. The fact that France has taken parts of England is disconcerting for the English, especially that, as well as Cornwall owning all their lands. Probably not much of the de jure left there. Same with Norway, almost gobbled up completely by Sweden. And it looks like the HRE, this is probably the most expansive HRE from Finland to Greece. It's pretty crazy. Let's get down to our progressions. We're going to go to faith first. And for the first time in a very long time, I think Catholicism, nope, just kidding. Catholicism still top dog. But that Buddhist faith really giving it a run for their money. I do like the fact that with an aggressive AI, we're seeing a lot more people come from India towards the west. I like that the Mongols are a scary beast, but I also love the fact that there is a possibility of another threat coming from the east, other than the Black Plague and the Mongols. The fact that the Orthodox has taken over Iberia, that's strange. Ashari is pretty much all but stamped out except for in the Horn. As for our next thing, we like to look at culture. I like to just look around and see what madness the AI has added to their own. As usual, it looks like water ritual still being a very popular thing to add to any culture. I think it's just because I think it's cheap, and I think it helps out the AI when it comes to the plagues. Just from the de jure alone, I think Cornwall probably has a run for the money, and Trinacria has a run for the money. They are sitting at a total of, I wish you could see how much land they have. They have 27 counties themselves, but the de jure probably has more than that. Whereas Cornwall, they have 46 counties. So it's probably one of those two who started off smaller. Switzerland also got big boy Switzerland. Almost Burgundia is pretty much gone, just vanished off the map. Brittany and Switzerland split up that part, and also Aragon came in and took some parts, but actually that's Italy, so never mind. Rum also expanded pretty well. Let's see if they're still run by somebody. They are. It's probably, they gained, looks like, some of Georgia and some of Nicaea, or whatever this other Byzantine empire is. Israel expanded just a little bit into Syria, not a surprise there. And yeah, I think for the most part, Sweden got expanded, but of the ones we chose that we created from the custom decisions, looks like Trinacria and Cornwall are probably the two, maybe even Rum. It's a tie between those three. Francia has taken parts of Britannia away. Deccan is seemingly years away from being gobbled up by Bengals. Same with Tibet, parts of Tibet. Syra is a kingdom that I think is usually over here and then has now blown up into an empire, taking out other empires like Persia, parts of the Tatar. Let's look at the top military strength. I think it's going to be the HRE from what we saw. Yeah. HRE, and then the Bengal, and then the French. So yeah, like I said, those two are very powerful. And then after that, I think this is the first time in a very long time we've seen top three Europe, two of them being European. Usually it's like the Deccan Empire, the Bengal Empire are top two, and then maybe a European one. But it looks like they've done a great job. So what have we learned from this little time lapse? I think the biggest takeaway is that aggressive AI is a lot more fun, at least for me personally, just seeing what they get up to, especially with everybody kind of being on a more even playing field when everybody starts as a king. What seems to happen is that we saw a Eastern expansion of the Buddhist faiths, which normally we don't see that. Ashari being blown up. HRE always being formed, which is crazy. Byzantines never came back together. That's unfortunate for them. but a lot more weird people in weird places that they shouldn't be. I think that's the bigger takeaway. Did the Canaries do well? Probably not. Oh, no. They're still here. They're still minding their vibing and minding their own business. Same with Iceland. I feel like Iceland's been 6 generations of, or 6 generations, probably like more like 100 generations of, we're just chilling in the corner. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so very much. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, have a good rest of your day. Ciao.